The true secret of happiness lies in taking a genuine interest in all the details of our daily life. In life, there are many occasions worthy of celebrating because, at the end, the way you live your life is what will be measured, not necessarily the number of years lived. It's yet another episode on Events Diary. I am Lola, your commissioner for firstly Owambe and secondly other functions. Our 30-minute showbiz program starts now. Welcome on board. Like you know, if you fail to prepare and plan, you're obviously planning to fail. The rainy season is gradually leaving and events will soon be back in the society. How you plan your occasion really matters. So today, I will be giving tips on how to prepare for your wedding. We start from the choice of engagement ring. Have you ever heard of proposal gone bad? It may be due to a bad ring. Thinking of her loving you to the moon and back, then you need to get the right ring. Pay attention to this.
Every wedding begins with a proposal, and every bride wants her proposal ring to make a statement. The concept of an engagement ring dates far back to the ancient Rome. The engagement ring is traditionally worn by only women, and it indicates that she is about to get married, especially in the Western cultures. In many countries, engagement rings are placed on the finger nearest the little finger on the left hand. And this is so because it was believed that this finger contained a vein that led to the heart. Engagement rings, like any other kind of jewelry, comes in many different styles. Gold and platinum have been the preferred types of engagement rings for a very long time. The rings in most cases feature diamonds or other gemstones. Like all jewelry, the price of an engagement ring varies considerably depending on the materials used, the design of the ring, whether it includes a gemstone, the value of the gemstone, and the craftsmanship of the seller. The price of the gemstone in the ring depends on the type and quality of the gem. Diamonds have a standardized description that value them according to their carat weight, color, clarity, and cut. Other gemstones such as sapphires, rubies, emeralds also have their own price range.
We have all types of rings in all types of metals. We do stainless steel, we do titanium rings, we do tungsten rings, we have solid gold rings and 18-karat gold plated. So we cater for every design that one can imagine and also the budget as well. This is a sample of an 18-karat gold plated ring. Price is like 10,000 naira upwards. And we've got here the solid gold rings. These are 18-karat in different sizes. Proposal rings. These are for guys and for brides as well. They're called titanium or tungstens, and it's a type of metal that has a lifetime guarantee. Even though the prices are from 15,000, some are actually 30,000 or 50,000. So it depends on how much you want to pay. But you can be guaranteed that they would last a lifetime. When you come in, we have something called a ring sizer, which we can use to measure you. And obviously, if you have a problem with getting the sizes for, probably you want to propose and you want it to be a surprise, yeah, you can actually send a dummy ring to us, like a sample ring for the bride, and we can measure it and obviously give you an idea of what the bride's size is.
Welcome to an era where the engagement rings are now referred to as blings. It is either making a huge statement on the finger of the bride-to-be or it's not it. The engagement ring design has evolved over time from the gold and silver steel kinds to the white gold and diamond studded ones.
I like big rings. You know, there are some engagement rings that are tiny and stuff. No, I like rings that are really massive and you can fill up my whole finger. Then with this massive diamond stone, you know, just girls' fantasy generally.
It's very important you have a normal proposal, and then aside that, you should get a ring to seal it. I mean, I don't see a reason why you want to propose to me and then you're not bringing something to the table.
Out of every item they use in weddings or anything to unite a man and a woman, I believe the ring is what everybody will see forever and ever.
Every bride-to-be has an idea of the type of engagement ring she will want, so you men listen and know the various engagement rings and what their gemstones signify.
The design, the diamonds on it and all that, and the weight of the gold in which the diamond is wrapped with.
Well, no engagement, no massive amethyst rock, no marriage for you.
It doesn't have to be something expensive, in as much as I like the rock. I mean, you could change it later on. So, I mean, for me, the ring is very important.
While some brides may be crazy about diamonds, some will love to settle for a pearl ring which signifies innocence, honesty, and purity. The sapphire rings have been highly prized by royalty and they signify clarity and faithfulness. The emerald gemstone is known for its elegance and exquisite beauty, and it signifies optimism and harmony. The diamond gemstone is believed by the ancient Greeks to be splinters of stars falling to earth from the heavens, and it signifies love so magical. Every woman wants to flaunt her engagement ring and make it a talk of the town. Diamonds are indeed a girl's best friend, so if you want a yes, now you know what to do.
Yeah, I agree. Diamonds are a lady's best friend. Which lady wouldn't love you for that rock on her finger? And if you love the finger, you should put a ring on it. Well, now, next is the color combination and show of class for your traditional wedding. If you must wear an Ashoke, then you must stand out. I mean, be the bride, mother of the bride, and bestie of the bride with so much elegance and pride. Now, watch this.
If there's one fabric that has never really gone out of fashion, it will be the Ashoke. The traditional inspired fabric has evolved over time to suit various trends. While a lot of people feel picking the perfect Ashoke for your wedding is a hectic process, some find it super fun, like Lola. When picking the Ashoke for your wedding, in as much as you want to stand out, you want your family and friends to look equally beautiful. Here's what to consider.
Really, maybe you want to, I don't know if you have a color scheme for your wedding already. So if you want something for traditional for your friends, normally it's either Sonya or Alari or Etu. But since you are going in the blue direction, maybe Etu.
Okay.
But we can still spice it up with something bright. Etu is like a deep blue-black kind of outfit, but we can spice it up with some bright colors.
Colors make all the difference. So what do some of these colors signify when picking your Ashoke?
For Ashoke these days, people wear it for weddings, engagements, naming ceremonies, funerals, birthday parties. The celebrant wants to look different. Because no matter how expensive your lace material is, somebody in the audience is probably going to be wearing the same thing or something more expensive. So you as a celebrant, you want to look different, you want to be special. So you want to wear your own Ashoke, which is
you just
like
stand out.
couture that you have chosen yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, so you stand out.
Now, speaking of what is trending, the Ashoke has become so beautified these days as designers have become even more creative, from the Etiade designs to the sequins.
A lot of people are doing the sequins and all that, like maybe we have a Miss Mannequin, and I could do something with sequins for you, because you are the bride, so you can be all dressed up. And then
glamorous.
the bars, using hand cuts and all that. So I have different samples of hand cuts that you can choose from, designs of hand cuts. So you can choose whatever you like from here, different samples. And then also for the your silver, choose a silver base, and then I think we can introduce gold into it.
Sweet, okay.
To make it lively.
Sometimes it's okay to be overdressed, but it's never okay to be underdressed. So, Do all colors and designs of Ashoke fit into every occasion?
Well, it depends. If it's a burial of a parent, an old parent, like maybe somebody who is 100 years old, the children want to celebrate because it's a celebration of life. So they will wear bright colors. They don't mind. But they could wear dark colors but mix it in with some bright colors to give it a punch. So, but for weddings, a lot of people like to wear alari because it's a cool color. It will be nice on the room and as well as the. But if they're like dark in color, sometimes they say, I want something brighter, so they go for the alari. But apart from that, you know, people also do trending colors.
Colors, yeah.
So like now, I have some brides who are doing yellow. I have people who are doing magenta. They're doing teal. So different colors that we had at the time. Even now, we still have coral playing in. So depends on really, it's an individual thing.
There's always room for extras, simply to achieve that exclusive look.
For the bride on her engagement day, she will have her shoe and bag to match, obviously, and then beads. A lot of them are using beads these days, coral, and depending on the color of your outfit, what will complement it. And then you have the fan, which was also custom made, and then the veil for when you come out.
It's one thing to know what you do, and it's another to love what you do.
My sister-in-law was getting married, and it was my responsibility to sort the Ashoke out and the Ashoke for the families. So that was really what kind of started this. I'm an architect by training, and I really like mixing colors, dressing up, and some other people were now coming and asking me to do it for their daughter was getting married, and it was just a good thing to do.
So are you a bride-to-be, mother of the bride, or friend of the bride? Check out how it's done the Elect Ashoke way.
We have our model style as the Mama Iyawo, the mother of the bride, and she's wearing traditional etu, but we have spiced it up with red and yellow. And she's wearing a yellow hand-cut buba and some inyu or coral beads to go. And we have the hand fan. So this will be, okay, the father of the bride can also wear this etu with as agbada for the occasion. This is the bride that came in for the consultation, and we have her, she has her veil on, and now we're going to unveil her. And you have her wearing the silver, that was her color that she chose, with the turquoise blue. So we have silver metallic ipele angele with sequins in turquoise blue and gold, and we have a turquoise blue hand-cut buba, and we have some beads on her neck, and she has her hand fan in silver to go. So her main colors when she came in was the silver and turquoise, and then we jazzed it up with a little bit of the gold, and she's using the beads to contrast it. I'm sure any groom that sees a lovely bride like this will be very pleased. Here we have the Ore Iyawo. So this is the Ashoke we came up with for the bride's friends. And it's just a mixture of a blue and a pink, but it comes out looking poppy and with the lines, the fuchsia lines. Just something bright and youngish for the young folks. And it's been sewn in the Oleku style. So with Oleku, it doesn't really get to the, and then the wrapper is short. So the bride and her friends are ready to go.
So thank you very much, ma. I just got styled as the Iyawo for my own wedding. So now you know, if you need to get married, you know what to do, you know how to mix and match colors to look as glamorous as I am. see me looking like a bride, made from heaven, with a friend of the bride stunning in the old Leku style. Trust you want to have ladies dressed in such a way, dancing behind you as you go receive the blessings of your in-laws. Did you also notice the mother of the bride? You know, she was looking fabulous. Now, trust mothers, no one must take their shine that day. Now you're wondering and asking, all this for just the wedding ceremony? Yeah, this and more needs to be given reasonable consideration. Now, moving on, is the cake. How yummy is the thought of the cake? Talk less of its taste in the mouth. Ooh, this one is dear to my heart. I won't dress so glamorously to grace your wedding, only to be served a whack, not so good and tasteless and horrible cake. I will not forgive you for that. If you want a lasting good impression, please and please, let your cake have a lasting sweet taste in our mouths. Thank you. This tip will help you.
Cakes are undoubtedly one of the most gorgeous side attractions at weddings and has given cake makers the opportunity to explore their creativity.
People are inspired to express their creativity in sugar, really. So I guess that's what Sugarcraft is all about. The inspiration behind this event is to get people to appreciate the art form and also to get people to do it properly. Okay, so it's about raising their skill levels. It's about empowering them to do it professionally. Yes.
Cakes are undoubtedly one of the most gorgeous side attractions at weddings and has given cake makers the opportunity to explore their creativity. Art is beauty, and when it's in form of sweetness, the craft is even more interesting. The beauty of cakes differ from the color to the designs and the extra accessories used in beautifying it. These days, people's personalities can even be judged by their wedding cakes. While some cakes look like they dropped from heaven, some make you wonder who made them. What does it take to make a cake?
The first thing is always a bride always has a little bit of dream of what the cake she wants. So I always start with that question. What have you dreamed about your cake? Okay. So I get some details and then I get some magazines and start putting together some ideas. I also like to have an interview with the groom, because for me it's very important both of them working on the cake design. 10 days just to make, the cakes you do it in 2 days, okay? 1 day before the show or the party. My husband bakes the cakes and I cover them, and the flowers for these flowers maybe 3 or 4 days only making flowers. That's why it takes a long time. More if you are talking about wedding cakes. We have to be more detailed with them.
Every wedding has a highlight and something for guests to talk about. The super sweet desserts, now that's what I'm talking about. For some people at the wedding, their definition of a great wedding is to have the very tasty Black Forest cake and a scoop of dripping vanilla ice cream.
On show here are about 30 different varieties, all freshly baked and made from scratch. People see them and think they are dummies. They're not dummies. They're actual cakes. And we have quite a few on offer. We have the apple pie here, which will be served with ice cream at your event. We have the triple chocolate mousse cake, which will be served with ice cream as well at your event. We have the carrot cake. We try to incorporate local flavors in our desserts, things that are readily available in Nigeria. That's our carrot cake, beautifully presented. We have the Swiss roll or the roulade, whichever one you prefer or you're used to. We have the coconut balls, which is also another local flavor. We have the trifle here and the mousse up there. We have our signature dessert, the raspberry cake wrapped up in chocolate. We have the white forest that people know of, a lot of. And then we have the creme brulee and the creme caramel, which is a very generational dessert. I say that because a lot of people from my generation don't like it, but the older ones do. So we tend to cater for their palate as well. This is our apple crumble here. We try to source our ingredients locally, but some of the things we cannot get here, unfortunately. Hence, what we're able to offer at different times. Most of the things we get here are seasonal, and we are not able to produce this on just seasonal basis. So we tend to import a lot of things, which is not good for Nigerian economy, but hey, that's what obtains at the moment.
Just the same way people go on and on about how great your selected Ashoke Epi turned out at your wedding, they can also discuss the dessert served. Last impressions last longer. You might want to keep that in mind.
A well-built and designed cake would do it for me any day. Just imagine your cake having its own fan base on your wedding. After you, the next selfie they want to take is with your cake. Have you ever wondered about that? You should. Now to the last tip before I zoom out. Decor, decor, decor. Interior decorations can be heaven on earth. Will you want your hall decorated like a palace or an empire, taking the breath of your guests away? I mean, totally. Wow, and breathless. Or the hall being decorated like, some shrine. The choice is yours. Do pay attention to the details being given to you free of charge from your able commissioner. Enjoy.
When you speak of weddings, the first thought that comes to mind is colors. Just in case you don't know, the color scheme for the wedding has the power to set the vibes. In as much as you might want to have your favorite color all over the place, there are a couple of more things to consider when picking your wedding colors.
It actually depends on the individuals. Like, some people say a particular color works for them, but you have to also consider your event. Is it an indoor or an outdoor event? For an indoor event, choosing some kind of colors works better with light. But if it's an outdoor event, basically brighter colors will do. But if you're, say for example, you're a pink person, usually all of your colors shouldn't be all pink, pink, pink. You have to have a bit of another color to tone it down. Then you have to also consider the kind of hall or tent you're going to use. For an outdoor event, a bright color with a lot of light, it works. That works too. And if it's an indoor event, a toned down color and a bright color coordinates very, very well, and it's better together.
What do some of these colors signify anyway?
Colors affect us in different ways. Some persons say my own omen is purple, my own omen is pink. I look better in blue. So if you say purple, for example, purple is royalty, means grace. You could tone purple with silver. It could be purple and gold. It could be purple and red or wine sometimes. Then probably a touch of white or silver. You could coordinate it with those kind of colors, and it really comes out very, very nice.
While some people love to keep it simple, others feel the need to go very bright. Speaking of the outfits for the couple and guests, elegance is key.
When selecting colors for your guests, your decorator will advise you on the coordination of that color for fabrics and lights. You talk to your makeup artist too. These are my colors for the day. You'll be able to coordinate that color with your makeup. You talk to whoever is designing your dress, or if you're buying, oh, these are my colors. They'll be able to advise you on coordinating that color with your dress. You also will talk to whoever is picking your Ashoke Epi, or if you're going to go to the market to do that, oh, this is my color, white and champagne. Or they'll tell you, oh, these are the colors available with variation and coordinating these colors. This is what is obtainable with this kind of color. The event coordinator will be able to advise you on how to coordinate those colors, with your decor, with your makeup, with your dress, with your Ashoke Epi, and your cake too.
These days, people have gone past bothering only about how the couple's arena is decorated during the reception. Now the entire venue looks so beautifully decorated. If you thought the beauty of a wedding decor depends on the venue, an event decorator will tell you every venue can be made to look just how you want it.
We're looking at giving you a classy wedding decoration, comprising of basically something like, as you're seeing at the background.
Are you thinking about your wedding venue and decor? Here are things to consider. Colors never go out of fashion. Most people tend to be more expressive using colors like fuchsia, teal, red, and gold. So you might want to give any one of these a try as your wedding color code. The main things that make an elegant decoration are the elements used, from the couple's arena to the high table, the guest table to the cake stand, walkways, and more. One element that is in right now is the chandelier. As cliche as this might sound, chandeliers give a royal touch to your wedding. They could be used in the walkways, the cake stands, or even the couple's arena. And don't forget the flowers. Whether fresh flowers or very natural looking artificial flowers, floral decorations always come out pretty and bring a very romantic feel to the occasion.
These are roses, but they are not fresh. They are silk. I prefer fresh, but in this part of the country, money and all that, people think it better to use silk flowers because they can use and reuse. You wash and use again. But nothing takes away that freshness in the fresh flower and the smell, and it's just so gorgeous.
The little accessories also matter, from the quality of the tablescape to the centerpieces.
Spending money on quality preparation and materials for your wedding is also another way to prove your love to your woman. Now, very romantic, That does it for us this week on Events Diary. But with me in your preparation list too? Or aren't you thinking of coverage too? Get in touch with us by following this information. For contact and bookings, you can visit our office at number 1 Continental Way off CMD Road, Magodo, Lagos. You can also visit our Facebook page, Twitter handle, YouTube page. It's Events Diary. You can also call the numbers showing on your screen. Now, that should do for now. I promise more tips some other time, but before then, the more you celebrate your life, the more there is in life to celebrate. Events Diary will be back next week. I am Lola, and I love you. Bye for now.